In the vast reaches of the galaxy, where countless civilizations thrived and perished in the ever-changing tides of war and diplomacy, there existed a small, unremarkable alien race known as the Elorians, peaceful and technologically backward compared to the more advanced galactic empires. The Elorians had spent centuries living in their secluded star system, isolated from the chaos of the universe. They had no interest in conquest or galactic politics. Their only desire was to live in peace. But peace was something that could never be guaranteed in a universe dominated by power-hungry species. Eloria, the homeworld of the Elorians, found itself caught in the crosshairs of a ruthless alien empire known as the Zorak Dominion. The Zorak, an aggressive race of towering insectoid warriors, had long coveted the Elorian star system for its rare resources. And when diplomacy failed, the Zorak launched an invasion intending to enslave the Elorians and strip their planet of its valuable minerals. For weeks, the Elorians fought bravely, using their limited technology and primitive weapons to defend their world. However, the Zorak fleet vastly outnumbered their forces, and it wasn't long before the Elorian capital was in ruins. The Elorians had no choice but to retreat into the mountains, hoping for a miracle. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, the news of the Elorian plight reached Earth, a place that had once been considered a backwater planet in the farthest corners of the galaxy, but humanity had risen. From humble beginnings, Earth had become a powerful force, its people united in a common cause. Their ships, once primitive, had evolved into the most formidable war machines the galaxy had ever seen. The humans had learned from their past mistakes, honed their skills in battle, and built fleets that could rival even the greatest empires. As the Zorak fleet advanced, humanity received a distress signal from the Elorians. The Galactic Council, hearing of the Elorian plight, debated on how best to help. Most of the council members, from powerful races who cared little for the fate of an insignificant species, simply dismissed the Elorians as weak. But the humans weren't like the others. The moment the distress signal reached Earth, a decision was made. The human High Command issued a single command: prepare the fleet. Within hours, the entire Earth fleet mobilized, with ships descending from Earth's orbit like a swarm of locusts. Massive warships, their hulls gleaming with the light of distant stars, appeared from the shadows of space, leaving no doubt that humanity was ready for war. The Zorak, having recently taken the Elorian capital, were confident that victory was theirs. Their fleets filled the skies above Eloria, their warships buzzing like a swarm of angry bees. They believed the Elorians were already finished, defenseless, weak, and broken. But they hadn't accounted for one thing: humanity. As the human fleet arrived in the Elorian system, the Zorak commanders sneered, dismissing the new arrivals as no threat. Their arrogance was their downfall. The first wave of human ships dropped out of faster-than-light travel and immediately opened fire. Laser cannons, railguns, and missile pods tore through the Zorak lines with brutal efficiency. The humans didn't just fight, they fought to win. Their tactics were ruthless, their weapons more advanced than the Zorak had ever seen. The Zorak retaliated, but they were too slow. The humans had already adapted, already calculated their moves. Earth's ships moved in perfect coordination, a terrifying display of military precision. Within hours, the Zorak fleet was in chaos. Ships exploded in the void, their hulls buckling under the sheer force of humanity's firepower. The Zorak fleet, which had once been a symbol of dominance, was now a shattered, broken force. On the ground, the Elorians watched in awe as the battle unfolded above them. For the first time in weeks, they felt a spark of hope. The humans had come for them, not out of obligation or political maneuvering, but because they believed in something greater than just survival. The Elorians, who had once thought themselves powerless, saw something they had never witnessed before: a species that valued life, that would sacrifice everything to protect others. As the Zorak ships fell one by one, the remaining invaders retreated. The Elorian sky, once dark with the smoke of battle, was now clear, free from the shadow of the Zorak war machine. The humans, victorious, sent a signal to the Elorian leaders. "We've done our part," the human commander's voice echoed through the Elorian comm channels. It's your turn now. Your people are free. Build your future. The Elorians, overwhelmed with gratitude, could only respond in the one way they knew how, by offering their people's eternal loyalty. They understood the humans had saved them not just with weapons, but with an understanding of what it meant to be a true ally, a friend, and universe that often cared little for the weak. And so, the Elorians began to rebuild, with the human fleet still watching over them, ensuring the Zorak would never return. The Elorians vowed to stand side by side with humanity, not as subjugated beings, but as equals. In the years to come, the Elorians would become valuable allies, their technology improving thanks to the knowledge shared by the humans. The Zorak, humiliated by their defeat, would never again challenge humanity, for they had learned the hard way that it was dangerous to underestimate the will and power of humans. The Elorian system would forever be known as the place where a peaceful, vulnerable race was saved by the one species the galaxy had underestimated, humans.